Mrs. M trying to park the car. Had one of these. What a mess it was. Broke down at every convenient time it wanted to. Cost me an arm and a leg, and I ended up virtually giving it away. Just like that, we were back. Anyway, welcome to the 2025 Great Yarmouth Wheels Festival here in sunny old Great Yarmouth. What a beautiful day. I was here last year, and I'm going to show you around again. I'm going to try not to film too much of what I filmed last year because there was a lot of other stuff here. So, bear with us. Last year I got in trouble from the bikers because I didn't film enough motorcycles. So I'm going to do my best this year to try and add a few more in. But I've just come up to this part over here, and there's the stunt riders. Look at him go. Whoa.
Absolutely changing it out here. So as he rolls back over to us, let's not forget.
Absolutely freaking nuts. Absolutely freaking mental. I couldn't imagine in my wildest dreams doing anything like that. What unbelievable. Absolutely nuts. Well, that ain't a bad start to the programme, is it? Really, I can't look at it anymore. That's horrific. Wow, what a start to the vlog that is, eh? Good God. Well, it's not the cars. Let's stick to the bikes. My word. Oh wow. Hey, well, while I got you here, if you could do us a big honour and put a little like on the video at the end. Subscribe if you can, that'd be fantastic. I'm trying to build our channel and show you more and more content, and with your help we can do that. Anyway, off with the vlog. This is new for this year as well by the looks of it. Little monster truck going off in the back here. I think it's £10 a ride. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it is. It's a good way around parking, isn't it? Mrs. M trying to park the car. That's a bit how I drive cherry pickers, so don't ring me up for a job, will you? Or somebody else. I'm not sure if I'd enjoy it being on the back of that or not. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below if you give that a go. It certainly looks a bit safer than the motorbikes at the other end though. Now I have brought my drone with me, but I've got a feeling it's going to be too breezy to put it up. I'll try later on, but so you might get some drone footage, you might not. It is a bit breezy up here on the coast. I am on road today. Mrs. M is having a nice little lay-in on the day off while I come down here and do this for you lot. Hi Mrs. M, put the kettle on. Just come up to the famous wheel at Great Yarmouth. This is kind of where it all kicks off on this end. And so this is normally open up to traffic, so they've sectioned it off for a couple of days. So it's pedestrians only, which is nice. But I've got to take a little look at the bikes. It's an unusual one. Quite cool. Never heard of. Anyone knows anything about these? Let us know in the comments, wouldn't you? Look very nice. That little 8-ball sign on the back of it. I'm taking it's kind of like maybe copy from American styling, but maybe Chinese, I'm guessing. If you know, let me know, because I have no idea.
Another R1.
I've got to admit, I do have a love affair with the older bikes. Growing up in the 80s and 90s, I kind of have a thing for that. The modern bikes are cool, they're nice, but they don't really do it for me. I like to see some of the old Yamahas and Suzukis from the 70s and 80s, that's my kind of thing. I think it's all to do with the era you grow up in and when you had them. So I mean, this is nice, but it's just not my sort of thing. Neither, to be honest, are Harleys. Not really into Harleys either. But I do like the old Yams and Suzukis from the 80s. A bit of a beast. I always thought if I ever did get another motorbike, it would be kind of like one of these upright touring ones. If I did get one. Mrs. M won't want me having one due to my very checkered history of bike riding, where I spent most of the time on asphalt and stretchers than I did actually on the bikes themselves. Oh my god, one of my dream bikes, Kawasaki Z900, and there's, what's that, was that another one behind it? Or was that the bigger one? Actually I think that is a modern version, both Z900s. It's a sort of modern version, like the Mini is now. It's a new version of the old Mini. This is kind of a new version of the old Z900, but still beautiful. Still very, very beautiful. I would not kick that out of bed. Well, that was kind of short-lived on the bikes. So the bike people keep getting in touch with me saying, oh, you didn't show all the bikes. That was all there was at the moment. but I will try my way back. At the moment I shall concentrate on the cars. So I'm going to try not to be repetitive from last year, so if I do show a car that I did show last year, I do apologise, but it's very difficult to remember 12 months back. Now, me and Mrs. M are kind of looking. We're looking for a convertible to do a video with. I'm not going to go too much into detail. Mrs. M and we're not quite in agreement yet, but I am trying to look for a convertible for around about £1,000, which is not big money, and I have a plan to drive it somewhere abroad, and then when we get back, I'm going to sell it and try and get as close to the amount that I paid for it as possible. That's going to be the challenge. Let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in something like that before I invest in a car. So please let us know if that's the sort of thing you'd like to see. We will be driving it across Europe, but the idea is to buy it, drive it, bring it back in one piece, and then try and sell it for more or less what we paid for, to see whether it works out as a bit of a good deal or not for holiday. So let us know in the comments. We're going to try and do it in around about September. So our choices on convertibles at £1,000 or below are going to be quite limited. And the question is, will we make it or will we not make it? I love the colour of that. What a beautiful, it's for sale. What a lovely colour.
Yeah, that's right, isn't it?
Hey, that's an old Skoda, the original Skoda. In good old 70s, 80s beige. What a nice backdrop though for this, look, isn't that gorgeous? Nice little Cortina Mark II. Is it Mark II? I think it is a Mark II or Mark 1. No, it's a Mark II. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's a Mark II. My brother had one of these and it got nicked outside his girlfriend's house. And he laughed. He said, of course, he said, everyone's got a car that sounds as bad as mine. Turned out it was his. He got it back next day. It had been dumped. Some more bikes. It's a bit of a beast, isn't it? Well, off air there, I just had a little word with the security guys here. I am allowed to fly the drone. It's on public space, so we are allowed to fly the drone at any height we want to. I don't really want to go much higher than these street lamps and it'll catch all the people, but I am waiting for the wind to drop, and I'm also a little bit concerned about seagulls. So I'll weigh it all up. It would be nice footage if I can get it. And we've got some more bikes. Oh, I thought there was the only bikes we had. We've got a load more. Look. Nice, like that. And that. I'm not going too quickly through these, but I just like the old bikes, like the classic bikes. That looks nice, though. I must admit, that does look nice. It's a bit different. What tank there? Lovely, that tank. I'm just going to double back and have a look at these other ones I missed. I like the colour of that. Really do. And on to the cars again. As I say, I'll probably recognise some of these from last year, and I'll scroll past them quicker if I do recognise them. I have an aesthetic charm for cars. I love driving, but I do a lot of driving in my job, so I drive my van most of the time. So I do like to change and do something else. I used to have a lot of motorbikes when I was younger, until I found myself on the floor more often than I was actually riding them. But I do have a bit of a passion for convertibles. And me and Mrs M have had a couple of three over the years. They've been trouble, but I've loved them. And to be honest, if you're a motorcyclist and you kind of want to give up the ride in them, convertible is a great alternative.
That little bad.
Nice little McLaren there. Beautiful. See, this would do my European trip. Something like this. And for some reason, they don't really hold their value that well, so that would probably be affordable. Quite a good turnout again, this event. Wow. Another little car. Lovely. I wouldn't kick that out of it either. Beautiful. Someone's done a lot of work on that. A lot of work.
Oh, mate. Something else.
That. V8. Can't beat a V8. And all these people that are growing up with the EVs now, you're never going to know what the sound of a V8 is like. V8, there's nothing like that. Absolutely gorgeous sound. And I know we've got to go with the environment and all that, but you're going to miss out on something that was just a special moment in history. If you're a petrol head, I think you all agree with me, V8 is the best. Jensen Intercept, and there's a blast from the past. One of the rare English cars that's actually worth having. I think these had a V8 engine as well. Look very dated now, obviously, but what a car they were in their time. Still worth quite a bit of money. Sort of read out of a simulator. Don't know how much it costs, but I got to say it is well turned out. This I do like coming down here. I hate going to events where there's like not much there and you spend all your time getting there and you think, oh, it was only about half hour. But this really is a well turned out event now. It's grown over the last few years, Normally thanks to us YouTubers promoting it. So give us a thumbs up, give us a like, and hit that subscribe button. Oh, little Lamborghini. You can win it, I think.
Yeah, of course, Cafe. Are they your bikes, are they?
Yeah, well, mine's getting rebuilt.
Oh,
My
stepdad's got a car.
Has it? Come and join us.
I see, he might be nice.
Shit, let me take a photo.
He's got all the airbrush.
Yeah, alright, see you later.
Yeah, we're at a shim. See you in a bit, alright?
Bit of a beast as well, isn't it? Look at this. Somebody cool, an off-roader.
There you go. No worries.
Look at the size of that. Well, we're about halfway through now, so I'm hedging it could be time for a cup of coffee or a cold drink. Did I say beer? Maybe even a beer. Always reminds me of Clint Eastwood, things like this. You know, Clint Eastwood 70s films. The old Ram truck. Beast that is. That's an unusual Mini. I've got some music here, so I'm going to have to talk over it a bit. It's what you call being stripped back, that is. It's definitely what you call stripped out. I'm not sure if I like it or not, to be honest with you. Alright, I suppose. That's more like my scene, that is. Another little 5 litre Mustang. I wouldn't turn that down if it was offered to me. Look at that front end. Got a bit of rust on it for a 17 plate, look.
I've got the original interior, original engine, everything I've got.
Be careful with the music on this. The size of that. That's an angry face. It's a good old English classic. Do you notice how small cars are from the 70s and 60s compared to modern day vehicles? You know, things like the Mini, because the Mini is chunked out over the years in England, and these are the original ones. You can see the difference in size straight away. Proper small cars. I must admit, I love them. I just never ever, well, I owned a Mini 1, but I've never owned a classic Mini. My mate had a Mini pickup many years ago, and we rolled it in a ditch back in the early 80s. That's the closest I ever had to being in a proper one. Unusual. Nice car though. Unusual.
Thanks a lot.
I'm going to skip along, so I do recognise some of these from last year, so as I said, I'm not going to be too repetitive. It is a good day out though. Definitely worth coming down if you're interested in bikes. That's gorgeous. Let's say that is another modern version of the classic original. Or Harleys. Suzuki Bandit, very popular bike. What was the red one like? I think they're 600 cc's, I'm not sure. I think they are 600 cc. Not a bad looking bike to be fair, if I was going to look for a more modern one. Mrs M's new bike. Bit big for her, but she'll go into it. I think it could be time for some liquid refreshment. Classic British sports cars. Look at them, lads. I love that. My brother had one of them, and I preferred these. I never could afford one. Look at that. That's a way to see the world, isn't it, eh? Oh yes, I can see me and Mrs M in this. Travelling through Europe with the AA behind us, just in case. And they're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm not going to queue up for only what a drink. I'm not going to queue up for a chip queue just for a drink. Temperature today, I think, is about 27. So it's a lovely day. Still not seen one classic bike yet. So motorcyclists, if you watch this video, do not blame me for not hanging around the bikes too long. I do love my motorbikes, but I'm waiting to see a classic. Had one of these. What a mess it was. Broke down at every convenient time it wanted to. Cost me an arm and a leg, and I ended up virtually giving it away. Don't ever buy an old one, that's my advice. Lovely car when it worked. And I say, emphasise when it worked. Another Lambo. Another TR6. And a Rover. My dad used to love Rovers. He had the SD1. He had two of them, I think. He had two of them? I think he might have had two of them, actually, thinking about it. Anyway, I'm going to dive in here for something to drink. Just talk over this music. Music everywhere I go. This is a gorgeous place. I've not been in here for years. Wow. This used to be a theatre years ago.
Look at that big brum brum.
Well, I've just had some nice liquid refreshment. And we'll carry on. Nice Capri Sport.
Looking at the floor, I'm like, oh,
Car I always wanted, never got.
Millimetre.
It's electric. That's the Renault 5, not the new Renault 5. It's quite chunky. Looks rather nice, rather good. On the road prices. 22 grand. I mean, that's not bad. Not bad considering the modern day cars. It's not a bad price. Not really into EVs, to be totally honest. They say it's the future, but I dispute that. It's a beautiful looking car though. It's got a bit of a glisten to it as well in the green. A bit of a metallic effect to it. Really nice. It's the future, as they say. It's the future. I'm not so sure. I've got about 20 years on this planet, so I'm not going to worry too much about EVs. What we got here? It's a Hyundai. Similar sort of price range as well.
Can I have a sit inside?
Oh, thank you. Nice. Very nice. Another Hyundai. 0% advance or £0 advance payment. Over this way we normally have a lot of music, and we normally have a lot of American classic cars park up this end. So I'll have a little peek, but I might have to do a bit of music over or voiceover, because they do tend to have a bit of live music this way. I'll have to talk a bit. Nice Land Rover. It's cool, isn't it? Hillman Husky. Never heard of the Husky, heard the Imp, but never the Husky. Hence the Husky in the seat. Nice Mini. The Mini was very famous for its transverse engine, where the engine was side mounted rather than normally way it's mounted, and it gave it more space to make the car smaller. Bit useless information I've just given you there. I think Mini were the first, don't quote me, but I think Mini might have been the first to try the transverse engine, so the car could be made shorter. If you know more than me, let me know in the comments, because I'm no expert. I just pick up bits as I go along. Got some Stag over there. Not keen on the colour, but I like the car. Very nice. They used to have a V8 engine as well, some of them. What do you reckon? Me and Mrs M would drive this one through Europe? Or not? I like that, it's cool. Very cool.
1 1 2 2.
Oh my god, this music.
1 1 2 2 2 2 1 1 1 1 1 2 2 1 1 2 2 1 1 1 2 2 1 1 2 2 1 2.
I think you learned to count.
1 1 2 3. Let's go. 1 2 1 1 2 2 1 1 2 2. Yeah. 1 2.
I always fancied myself in one of these. It's their rustic charm that gives it that appeal. You don't get a lot, but sometimes ain't a lot, it's all right. Ooh. You mean my steps? Something you see out of the anthill mob.
And it must be still going straight out.
You want to take some pictures of them? Yeah. Alright. Alright, isn't it?
I did film these last year, so I'm not going to do too much. Some nice lotuses, very nice. This is Spree, which if you know your James Bond films, this was in the James Bond film. Roger Moore had it. In The Spy Who Loved Me, I think it was. A bit of a beast as well.
That's not bad.
Same one though, isn't it? Which one is
Pretty funky. Like that. Mrs M wouldn't, but I would. See, I like these. Mrs M doesn't want them either. She doesn't like them. She'd park that like that monster truck going over cars earlier on. You can just see the insurance damages now. Bless her. Sorry, Mrs M. I'm only doing it because you're not here to defend yourself. She'd be nudging me in the arm. Who's familiar to the Dukes of Hazzard will know this car. And that was the Wheels Festival. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you get a chance, hit that smash button, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel for more content. Anyway, till I see you in the next one. Take care. Ta-da!